Throughout all of human history, calls to faith, they were these epic, larger-than-life events. Think burning bushes, voices on the wind, these incredible mountaintop revelations. But today, in the 21st century, it's all so different. They show up on our screens, they look like notifications, urgent alerts, these viral messages that are just perfectly engineered for our digital lives. And they demand a response, not tomorrow, not in an hour, but right now. And today, we're going to tear one of these messages apart to see how it works.
And it all kicks off with this single sentence. It translates to, exactly 2 minutes ago, heaven released something magnificent in your direction. Now listen to the way that's phrased, the breathless importance of it. This isn't just an opening line, right? It's a cultural artifact. It's a hook that has been designed with, like, surgical precision to do one thing, make you stop scrolling. It's meant to slice right through your cynicism and give you an immediate personal stake in whatever's coming next.
So, that brings us to the big question, really. What is the architecture of a modern miracle? I mean, how does a message like this actually work? That's what we're here to figure out. We're going to pull back the curtain and really get into the nuts and bolts, the powerful rhetorical tricks, and the psychology behind this whole viral phenomenon. So let's start at the very beginning, with its foundation.
Okay, so first up, the divine alert emerges. It's all about crafting urgency and scarcity. And look, the whole thing is built on this idea of a manufactured crisis. From the absolute first second, this message doesn't gently invite you in. No, it sounds an alarm. It immediately creates this incredibly high-stakes situation that is designed to grab all of your attention. So let's really break down the anatomy of this hook, because it's brilliant. First, you've got that exact timestamp 2 minutes ago. That creates this insane feeling of immediacy. It's happening right now. Then there's the personal address, in your direction, under your name. Suddenly, this isn't for everyone. It's just for you. And then the knockout punch, the warning that it will disappear. This triggers a powerful psychological principle called loss aversion. It makes you feel like you're about to lose something that you already owned, which is a feeling we humans absolutely hate.
All right, next section, the viewer's inner conflict, or identifying the enemy within. Because once that hook is set deep, the narrative does something absolutely brilliant. It pivots. The problem is no longer this external thing you might miss out on. No, suddenly the problem is you. Your exhaustion, your doubt, your uncertainty, all of that is framed as the only thing standing between you and this incredible miracle.
And this is where you can really see that core tension play out. On one hand, the message is saying, hey, I see you. I know you're exhausted, you're uncertain, you're tired. It validates everything you're feeling. But then, in the very next breath, it weaponizes those feelings against you. It's basically saying, see, that doubt you're feeling right now? That's the very reason you're about to screw this up and close the door on your own miracle. It literally turns your own feelings into the villain of your story.
And to really ramp up the drama, they give this internal resistance a name, the adversary. I mean, this is a classic rhetorical move. By taking your own natural internal skepticism and personifying it as some kind of external enemy, the whole dynamic changes. A simple moment of you thinking, should I keep watching this, is transformed into a spiritual battle for your soul. Closing the message isn't just a personal choice anymore, it's framed as surrendering to this evil outside force.
Okay, so the stage is set. You've got a problem, you've got an enemy. So what's the solution? This brings us to the call to action, which is all about transforming belief into what you might call digital obedience. Because the answer isn't just to believe quietly in your heart. Oh no, it's a list of very specific, very concrete, and most importantly, trackable digital actions. This is the exact moment where faith becomes a performance.
And just look at these steps they lay out. Write this now. Do not close. Share this word. Activate your faith. These aren't suggestions, are they? They're commands. Writing a comment, sharing the message, subscribing. These actions are reframed as essential acts of faith. They become these little digital rituals you have to perform to unlock your blessing. Your engagement, your clicks, literally become the physical evidence of your belief.
And this quote just lays the entire strategy bare. Faith has windows, precise moments where obedience activates the impossible. It's basically a limited time offer for a miracle. You have this tiny window of faith, and your obedience, which we now know means your comments, shares, and clicks, is the key that activates the whole thing. It couldn't be more clear. It's a simple cause and effect, a transactional system. So you've done the work, you've followed the steps. What's the prize for all this digital obedience?
Well, that brings us to the celestial promise and this idea of the divine deposit. This is the reward, the big miracle waiting for you on the other side of all this clicking. And you can bet it's designed for maximum possible appeal.
And here's what's really key. The transfer they're talking about isn't just financial. I mean, sure, they use all that money language, deposit, transfer, unfreezing of accounts, but that's really a metaphor. The actual promise is way, way bigger. It's intentionally broad, designed to be a one-size-fits-all solution for pretty much any kind of pain or anxiety you could possibly have.
I mean, just look at what's supposedly in this celestial transfer. Justice for things stolen from you, reversal of bad medical diagnoses, getting your finances unfrozen, fixing broken relationships, peace, purpose, abundance, even redemption for your past mistakes. It covers literally every corner of human struggle. So, it doesn't matter what problem you're coming in with. This promise has a direct, powerful answer for you. It's an absolute masterclass in casting the widest possible net.
And if that wasn't enough, the promise comes with this incredible accelerator. What you lost in days, heaven can multiply in hours. Wow, I mean, that line speaks directly to one of our deepest human desires, doesn't it? The desire to skip the hard part, to bypass all the slow, difficult work of healing and progress. It's offering a supernatural shortcut, a divine life hack, where years of struggle can be wiped away in just a few hours.
Okay, let's put all the pieces together now. We've got urgency, an internal enemy, a list of commands, and a massive reward. When you look at all of these components working in concert, what you really see is a clear, coherent system. You could almost call it a gamified spiritual economy, where your specific actions, your inputs, are designed to produce very specific outcomes.
This table just makes the whole transaction crystal clear. It's a spiritual quid pro quo, a this for that. Every single digital action you take is directly tied to a specific divine reaction. You write comments with faith, boom, spiritual chains are broken. You share the video, your own blessing gets multiplied. You stick around to the end, invisible things start moving in your favor. And of course the flip side, you ignore the message, and that deposit gets transferred to someone else. You lose.
And right here, in this one quote, the message spells out its own growth model, its own viral engine. Your obedience in spreading this word multiplies your blessing. So sharing isn't just some selfless act of evangelism. No, it's directly tied to your own personal gain. The more you spread it, the bigger your own reward. Your digital evangelism becomes a direct investment in your own miracle. It's an unbelievably powerful incentive to make this thing go viral.
So when you take a step back, it's clear, this isn't just a simple message of hope. It is a meticulously engineered system of engagement. Every single piece we've looked at, the manufactured urgency, the personalized conflict, the gamified calls to action, the all-encompassing reward, it's all designed for one purpose, to maximize your engagement and, frankly, to bypass your critical thinking.
And all of this really leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. You know, we live in a world of algorithms that are constantly being optimized to capture and hold our attention, on our news feeds, on shopping sites, everywhere. And what a message like this truly reveals is just how perfectly ancient belief systems, with all their built-in urgency and incredibly high stakes, can be adapted for this new digital battlefield. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? In an era that is completely defined by the war for our attention, for our clicks, is faith the final unconquered frontier of engagement? Is it the ultimate algorithm?